cognitive dissonance, and it's not something like say, "Oh my God, when they are chat." No, it's not like that. It's not like that. Anybody who have common sense knows better. Don't try to spin this. So, Ray, you know this is not. It's not tearing down a fellow. You know.
No, I mean, and we can't use it to tear down anybody. It's just to point out the flaws of the conversation.
Yeah, and that's all. I mean, people, we can agree to disagree.
Of course.
We're not a monolith. Try to understand. We are open to disagree with each other. And that's okay. That's okay. Sorry, excuse me. We'd have conversations before where, remember, me and you disagreed. Let me hit you up in the group chat. But again, this whole notion, say, because me and you are a friend, me and you are colleague, etc., we have to be one in thinking, one in analyzing, one in decision making. No. It's all about perceptions, people. Remember, you know, we can.
The other cord, like the one you would use for the speaker.
Damn, it's in there, so.
It's in there.
Yeah, in the. If you know, Saddam can give from this evening.
Huh?
Me know it was that size. I can give it from this evening. So shoot.
I'll just have to.
Damn, if you know, I get the smaller one. Well, I'm learning now.
Right. Plugs back there, because I didn't think about it. I figured you had the cord on you. So when you come to me.
Me check in that trunk. We really doubt that. So.
Yeah, just don't forget I've got the plug over here.
Yeah.
So I don't walk.
Yeah, man. Please don't. Off kill if you. Sorry about that. Yeah, but yeah. We are not a monolith, people. We're not a monolith. We're not all knowing, all this, all that, blah blah. Hell no. See, the whole conversating and not agreeing, that's okay. Seriously. Why people make it seem like say we can't disagree? We can agree on some, we can disagree on some, and that's okay. It really is. If doctor don't agree with something, I'm say, "Oh, me immediately so going on. Oh, doctor. Oh, you show your true colors." I say, man, I've seen people literally start doing people over foolishness. This is beyond me. We're far too intelligent to know where we're coming from. There's something this trivial, you know, caused any ruffles or any feathers. But again, moving forward.
So, I mean, that's no worries about that. No, just didn't need to get that clear. But topic for tonight, people, is a very touchy subject for both men. Probably more so for women, seeing as they seem to be the front bearers of doing it. And that is divorce. Now, let me say this. I don't want the ignorant masses to fly into the comments, but
you're welcome. Laugh off of somehow now. Continue.
There are
come at me.
No, man, I said there are strenuous circumstances, right? Where this can come into play, but at the same time, I still hold off on saying that because recently in a Bradshaw, friend of mine said she was, Asia, them say, for them culture different from the Western. And two families conjoined and yada married. Now, this girl just got divorced 2 days ago. And she says she feels broken. I don't know if it's because I was just feeling like an asshole or if I just wanted to point out something, but you know what I said to her?
And share, like, share, and subscribe, yeah? Tell him for me too. Yeah. Anyway.
But you know what I said to her, Bradshaw? I said, what you got, what you wanted. So I don't know if that's just the inhuman side of it, but I just don't see. Yeah. I have to remember, you know, folks, I'm not there, not physically there, and I'm not in her life. So I don't know the ins and outs of what he's doing. Take it with a grain of salt. But if you have gotten the out that you so desired for those last 2 years, you're broken. You're toiling mentally and physically. Why?
Where's the Nadia? You can keep Nadia Kylie tomorrow. I don't know. Like one time, I single we can't understand me. I bring it come here too.
Susan, warm to you. A one room may have.
Yo,
A one room may have.
Yeah, Andrew.
Pull up, selector, pull up.
Nah, sir. You see me and nobody?
No, me not. It's when me have somebody, me have somebody. When me not have nobody, me have nobody.
Me, you know, say you been have somebody.
Me never been have nobody.
The devil is a liar.
Me not been have nobody. When somebody there yonder, you can't say you have somebody.
Now, what you say? One hand can't clap.
Well, a one hand me have a clap. One.
No, yeah, clap.
Now one may have a clap and a one may have a clap.
Hey! Wicked at this. No, yeah, clap.
Okay, love.
And it's destiny.
Okay, love.
No, yeah, clup.
No, me not clup.
Anyway, she said she like up here, but now what she like up there?
She like she
Yeah, sure.
So, up on my yard on a wall.
we never said that. And everybody yard you go, you feel like home. When
She like up there, she like it up there, she like destiny there. Me say you must think that I'm a age group.
them turn a laugh and talk with her and something. And then watch.
So I like it up at the nose.
And she get up maybe I want big box of water.
You see why me not pick up me not fit? Tell her I said I go on a body yard and tell her I go up to the yard. You see she know what she have sense.
Good.
She like it up at the. So me that wonder where you press her clothes when me never do.
Yo!
So her mother say, ask Daddy now she press it to them.
Interesting.
That's good to take pride in herself. She take real woman pride in herself. Every week, you
The joy of herself. You say your lotion. And then when she done, she say you want perfume, take a blue one when you want and just spray.
but guess what? She used the fire oil on her face. You began the fire oil on her face. Yes, love. Use it on her face. And every week, you press her clothes, she have to pull up her clothes. Every week, them draw the pull up. Every draw pull up. I'm tired of her. So when me wash her clothes, we just put it up because I can't fold it up and put it in the dryer. It's going to be problem for fair panty them pull one way. And fair clothes them every color, feel much you go and color, so you can't put panty in them. That pride in herself, you know.
This good.
And she want them out of her house now. I said she don't want nobody in her room, she want her bed spread up like grandma wanna. The pillow them up on one side, so she sleep on one side. When she get up on Monday time, she just pull it over.
When she sleep in the bed.
So that now up there. Oh, I think I remember which one.
So that was the your bad. Mommy, look at Sherry. You're going in it. Don't worry, I carry you upstairs one day, yeah?
What do I?
And you go see. I walk here.
Him live up there? Your man live there?
Okay, for you? Yes, mommy, thank you.
Oh, well, shock me.
This guy, you just
Wait till I ask you. I'm not asking me ask you.
Susan, I live with my
Not apologize.
Okay.
Continue.
Alright.
Alright, I'm just upon the meeting.
No,
Later.
no, sir.
Mommy?
Let's
Shirley, bye.
a quick second with that. That's it. So bad. But yeah.
See me can resend a link I get out brother. Apparently he might try to join.
Oh man. Dario or the next brother.
Dario.
Whatever
Again, don't hold your breath because film connection if now work. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not hoping so early. Probably when you're gonna drop me, Ivana.
probably.
Yeah. Check if it open and just slide it open. There's not there for me. Because me have package all now when I get it.
Yeah, you don't mention it. Yeah. All right. Amazon and tell you what I want for your things. But yeah,
It take me a lot of time.
that sounds about right.
Anyways, while Dyer tries to join. I don't know. Maybe I am not the most well-versed person to speak on this whole divorce thing. But given we are in the modern day and people seem to give up on things just as easy as them give up pocket linting and them remember the term. It just seems so distasteful to me. Like if you are committing yourself to something, why as soon as some form of bullshit happens on either side, that's when you call it all quits. So what was the point? Just didn't want to see how it feel. That's a waste of time. I don't know. Where would Wayne thoughts about this thing? We're more populating now Bradshaw than ever before.
Yeah, man. Really, I'm sorry that society has broken down the vows that were taken almost to like mediocre view. Because the vows them used to mean something like legitimately used to have value. Nowadays, it's subjective. It's malleable now in a people's head. You know, you don't know somebody. I'm gonna say, yo, no people married stranger and I think they find Prince Charming. I'm sorry. Same thing apply for man. Marry this pretty girl and don't know, there are headspace there. And so divorce are the other side of the marriage coin and most people don't want to talk about. You understand me? But in this day and age, it's getting more and more prevalent. You understand me? Gone are the days now. Let's work it out. Let's have a conversation. Nowadays, people don't have to have all the facts of truth to let people know. You hear me? People have gotten so simple-minded that they don't understand. So reach a age of people can edit people's voice now. You understand? Cut, paste, and do all manner of wickedness with technology now. You understand? We are so easily swayed. I believe if you have a search, that means it wasn't the right one from day one. Or you have conflicted traumas in a touch upon. I've been married come this December, 10th Saturday. I tell you this. I believe I'm supposed to have to search nobody's phone, go over nobody's messages. None of that. Quite frankly. I'm saying the person who have to do that every day or every couple of days to feel secure within themselves, you're operating from a place of trauma. If you have to search your phone, you have to check, you have to. You're not doing that from a place of healing, you're doing it from a place of trauma and stuff. And so that to me is worth tackling more than having to try and paint the other person as a monster, or you try find a reason for you see, I knew it, because this whole expression still live. If you're going to look for something, you are bound to find something. You go snooping, you're bound to find something. You probably don't like it. You probably don't like it. But the whole expression them no wrong. Them say if you go look for it, you're bound to find it. So yeah, am I saying if you find nothing, you know, egregious or blatantly disrespectful or cheating in your face like that?
Harass. No, me interrupt you, Bradshaw. Harass. You find at the giant. How much months and centuries have we not seen this man?
I know that. Let's don't. Let's see how long the other the boss man.
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah. After people have learned patterns, you need to do they can't do that. Yeah, man. Yeah. One thing you learn about person, you see, once you just park your vehicle at a certain place, and you're not known for owning the space, what's managerial place and mark the car. They mark the car, which means that you're not supposed to be there. So you come and see your shit wrecked the car and cost. But yet, people still do.
Out of them place.
Yeah, if you're not on the list or have one of them, you have if you live here, you have to have a special thing on your car. And if you have guests, them have to get a code. So the record don't pass, sit and dry to it. Yes.
Yeah, say, I'm not lie. As you talk about that, I still remember the first time I say, this was one of the most sad days I've ever had. I go to that workplace, Bradshaw. Means the whole place pack out, Can't find nowhere for park. So, find a little place on me itch up, but, it kind of close to the little curve there, so. But I say, probably in that bad. I'm inspect it. But I'll take picture it. I'm say, not that bad. First, I try when I go back out. But my brake just to check on the car. Guess how me see a fly past at almost 80 miles an hour upon a record. Yo! I just stood up there for about past my brake. I mean, as I said, so this is what this adulting life has, eh? Nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This was what was hidden. This is what was lied about. Adulting gets easy. No, it doesn't. Have children. No, it doesn't. Get married. No, it doesn't. It gets more difficult. It's not unbearable difficult, but it gets difficult. That's it.
You can question your sanity almost every day.
Yeah, but understand this. If you understand why you did it, you can tolerate it. If you understand why you made the vows, I know where the term Sherry, you good. Yeah. Once you know why you wake up every morning, get dressed, look down upon them and the youth and say, this is why I get up in the days. Big man thing, it's actually one of the few, linchpin them that keep men sane. You understand me? Society might downplay it and all, but a man is more willing to tolerate something like that. Because at the end of the day, about motivation. Marriage, divorce, this misconception, so this will come here there and whatever. Once you divorce or leave somebody, the energy what them have changed towards you. It's not something necessarily bad, but at the same time, it's not necessarily good sometimes. The people don't play them things here like a bad word. People are cuss off of people. Marriage was not something that you walked away from. You understand me? Marriage was that once you said I do, yeah, no. Once you said I do, you meant I do forever. That's what it used to mean. Hold on. That's what it used to mean. I do forever. There is no I do until you do something that I don't like. Okay, thank you, Teacher Shetty. I'll see you Wednesday. Yeah, yeah, it wasn't do enough, but not too much. Or else I'm going to leave you, take the children, ruin their lives as much as ruin, ruin your reputation as being a homewrecker. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is not necessarily a male or female title. You're a homewrecker if you leave. It's really that simple. It's not a unisex word. It's not a word used to make people feel bad about them fucked up choices. No. If you walk away and you destroy the family, you're a homewrecker. And it has I believe all the necessary negative connotations should be upon your name for that. Again, people, try to understand something. Marriage was never fashionable. At the modern age, the 90s onward. That's when this marriage explosion took off. Having wedding parties, all of the bachelorette parties, all of that accompanied baby showers. All of this followed the whole wedding industry, the whole married industry. And for a good 30, almost 40 years, it used to be just love, need money, squeeze them dry. But then somebody realized, oh, there's the other side of the coin, divorce. I'll be honest with you. You see, that word is all over so much now that you have women on TikTok and women on Instagram. I'm sorry for saying this, like, ladies, for those of you who do listen and feel somewhat slightly triggered when I say woman. Again, the demographic doesn't lie, my dear. It's mostly women that are wrecking their homes. And yes, I get it, but believe it or not, majority of men aren't monsters. So out of, I don't know, out of 80%, let's say I'll go to 10% is for legitimate reasons. Beating, cheating, mental, physical, verbal abuse, whatever, right? You understand me? So I'm trying to be fair here, right? But majority of men, and I really do mean this, and I really do believe this, majority of men are not abusers. I know in this day and age, and thanks to social media, you'd have think if you're bald with a pair of balls and a shaft, you're a fucking monster. You're innately born to destroy women's lives. What?
I've always said it, Bradshaw, and I will continue to say, I'm keep on telling the females from my workplace, because they are all for this whole nuanced, out-of-pocket view of women empowerment, but women, when you go into the workplaces, it's the women working and blah, 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 all that kind of bullshit. I always have the same thing for end all of them argument. At the end of the day, you could be a lesbian for 20 years. You still go end up want a man breed you. You still gonna need a man for lay the pipe for get those eggs warmed.
Yep.
When I talk about men are this and men are that and blah blah blah, it all comes back around. When I look back on some things I said in high school, it was so true. I didn't know how true it was until I did some social experiments that I had to collect some data for. And I used to always say this to most of the Corner College sister school, which are Alvernia, right? Half of them used to have what they said about a town man, then like Casey and blah, 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 blah. My argument, well, after them done use, no, y'all will be the perfect little trash cans and come right back to right where you belong.
Oh, God. I know that's
said,
so bad because I am also a college man. So I know a lot myself. I understand. It's not me being, well, I know it's not me agreeing with doctor because, but let's be real here. Casey man, the Mahor. Most of the traditional all boys in school in Mahor.
Yeah.
Anything would smell like woman.
You have the few who pretend like say, oh, them not do nothing, and then you have the few of them, most of them are brawling.
I understand my friend the brawling one, I sneaking fucker them I can't stand. When the
man them brawling, you know them exploits, but I like shit get dark real fast. But see, honestly, one of them now. Sneaking one that's all like the one that will put some laxative in that girl pick them drink. Take them with
It's funny to lie, but yeah. Ladies, try to understand something. Not every man that comes with you with quote unquote information is coming from a good place. Try to understand what I just said. There are people that come to you on a day-to-day basis. I do not, and I repeat, do not have anything encouraging, anything uplifting, anything substantial to move your life or your relationship with your person forward. This is why I'm an advocate for married people not talking to single people. And let me explain before y'all jump on me. I'm not saying you can't have single friends. I'm not saying that. So before any of you who know more sense, jump up and ready to kill me for that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is you're not supposed to have single friends influencing marriage-related issues. That's very dangerous. Those of you who have more sense. Oh, how you for say that? How you for say that? You don't know if she go through something and a single person has been through it. Maybe them can give them advice. I say, well, you see, if she was single and should I give her advice? You understand that quicker. Marriage is not the same as being in a relationship, as in a situationship for that matter. Or with your boyfriend and girlfriend. The dynamics are completely flipped once you become husband and wife. You understand me? I don't know what my daughter said one time to my wife, and I turned to look at she and said, hello, if anything, me for defend she, so no, you say. What? I said, yeah. That's my wife. Now, because you're my child, don't mean I won't floor you. Yeah, and this misconception for some of you idiots. I said I do to her mother, or when I have the son to his mother. That's who I married, not my children. They're a byproduct of the marriage, which means no child not supposed to over my wife. And for those of you who don't know that, read the Bible and read the Bible with a spirit of discernment. No, and I go the other way for men too. Your wife come before your children, them. No matter where you want to feel, no matter how you love this little baby girl or little boy, oh my God. Never you put a child over your wife. You're going against the hierarchy, Rasta, no go so. You're going to realize that she's going to be out of whack. No, and don't starve your wife of what she deserves, what is hers. You are hers, sir. This fucker and vice versa, lady. He is, you are his. Whether you accept that shit or not, you are his. That's a property, and that probably spark a bag of, but seriously, swear. If anything for happen, him them a come for first. Like, Like the simplest of things. You could have slipped and broke something. And him them a come to first. Whether you want or whether I didn't tell anybody. Yeah, there's a thing called a justice system. Yeah, where they do their own investigating. Yeah, and even if you decide not to press charges, doctor, guess what? The system can't do it themselves. So once the system believes, say they have a case against a doctor, they will come after you. And I'm not saying that to be mean or be nasty, because some people really believe, say, oh, but I didn't press charges. That don't mean nothing. That does not mean anything. That does not mean anything. Try if you understand something. You're a paycheck to the state. You're not even a fucking human being in the state size. You're a check. You're a check that I can profit off of if I put you in a jail cell. If I'm not mistaken, the 14th Amendment pretty much legalized slave labor. You understand me? I think 14 or 15, I don't know which amendment, but
I mean, isn't that why the 9 to 5 whole thing exists?
No, there's a difference between a wage slave, which most Americans are. Most Americans don't have careers, they have jobs. When Kevin Samuel said this, everybody was in uproar, but the man was not lying. Most people have jobs, they really don't have careers. They have jobs. Which means the minute you can't go to work, you literally start suffer. The minute you can't go to work, the minute you can't work, you just start suffer. That's a wage slave. Anything happen to you, you get put out tomorrow. You know, landlord already start serving eviction notice if something happen to you. That's a wage slave. Somebody who can't make certain moves without calculate a million different ways to make this shit work, because they're terrified that if they make certain moves or like leave certain jobs, I can't believe that. I know people are stuck in jobs, not because them can't go further, because them tell themselves they can't. Did you hear me? You tell yourself you can't go further. The system not stop further, doctor. You are the linchpin. But fuck yourself. Marriage is no different, people. Marriage is commitment. That's the easiest and the hardest way to put it. Marriage is commitment, ladies and gentlemen. There's no easy way around it. Divorce is easy. That's why them say people who normally go the easy route are the one that were quick for jump and ball out. Say, well, she did do this to me and him did do this to me, but we never have no proof or one of my friends them say him do this and one boy not gonna violate me, you know. So you know, we make sure go fuck him father before. What? How that shit makes sense? People, me tell a man this. We really are in the age of foolishness. Madness even.
I know. Just for even.
That reason makes sense. How them live reason that makes sense?
I mean, if you even really this I cut here, because I'm so I forgot just get something and come back. But recently I'm here, brother. You know, so like I'm a Christian youth. Must talk about, you know, his journey to hell, heaven, you know, all of that shebang. Not saying I didn't really believe him, but I listen him, and I don't know if it's just my negativity, but whenever I've heard the hypocrisy of someone already, it makes everything else that come out of their mouth just sound so hollow. Because, so I see him, brother, right, who Look for me and talk about how having sex before marriage is sin. But look upon him and tell him straight face to him face to him face.
What sex before marriage? Never hear. Repeat that.
You say sex before marriage, you know, in the eyes of God, is sin. And I looked at him straight laced and I said, well, I guess we're all going to hell then, aren't we?
Of course we are.
Because every single person on this planet was not born after their parents were married. 99.9% of this planet will die and go to hell by your logic. Furthermore, comes and I'll keep him in check. I'm gonna say, weren't you the same one who said you had 3 or something or not girlfriends in the past or some baby mothers, and that it was the devil that was leading you astray?
No. I understand step away, but stop for a poor decision. Grow up. The fucking devil tear down at all.
You know, every time I hear people say that, it's like, it just gets me so annoyed. Because I'm like, where is the accountability for your own actions?
Well, I know someone are living, walking, nuclear fucking bomb. The devil never fucking touch, you know. I'm gonna touch it up. But I'm gonna fucking sir. I'm gonna touch, you know. Why should he vote? I am fucked up because it's dirty. Why would I come from this age? What do you do? Raise anybody face.
I just don't get it, and you know, people like them, that you know, no ill will to him. You know, he looks like a good person, but the level of hypocrisy, bad man, that spews out of the mouth, can't take it serious. I mean, know some people are gonna have it say, yo, maybe I'm being too harsh. People, you can't live a life of sin, turn yourself to a Christian, and live a life of God, and then I go spew some ignorant bullshit that I can just, within one snap of my finger, destroy. I'm tired of human beings. I blame the devil for everything. Listen, Satan was God's son too. And people tend to forget that. He banished him.
He was no. Correct your statement. He is not, he still is God's son. Why people have this notion that Satan lose is an archangel can't be stripped of the title once you get it. Yeah? Most people fail to realize that shit. Archangels don't lose them wings and don't lose them powers. If that logic did truly exist, the devil would be powerless when he was banished. But when he got banished, what them say? Oh, the world fret. The devil has just been released upon you, oh, whoa, you poor bastard. Pretty much, that's what them that try to say. The devil is been released and is rampant. Fret. Feel sorry for you. So, yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie. But anyway. I want people to understand what am I getting themselves into. And I feel this is one of them things that where a voice of reason would I make some of this shit make sense to some of them. But then at the same time, you have a set who don't understand. And I don't think some of them care to understand. You understand me? Scary because again, there's a whole demographic who believes this shit. There's a whole demographic that believes this nonsense. So, again, I digress. But, you know.
If anybody wants to call me out, feel free. That's just my take on it, to be honest. I just don't like the fact that, every time we talk about this, everybody just go back to the same notion. I mean, for God's sakes, I write a whole book on this too. Somebody asked me the other day, why is it that I'm painting the Supreme God as the villain? I'm like, you ever thought that maybe some people in life think he is? How many people have thought in life? If God loves us all, why did he make slavery happen? If God loves us all, why does he make atrocities happen? And, you know, that can be disputed with, you know, solid reasoning. But not everyone is just going to take it with a grain of salt, say, oh, he loves us all, that he makes you go through trials. Huh?
By the way,
the suffering people of Africa have something to say about that, yeah?
Let it be known, people.
They've never asked for that. Sure of that.
Let it be known, people. There's this notion, say, the Bible was completely and utterly written by the Lord thy God. No, that's a lie.
Written by man.
It was written by man to give you the perception that God was in the building. There's no evidence. There's nothing to support that fucking claim. But we have proof that men wrote the whore. Is it a good thing? No, not. I would say it's necessarily a bad thing either, but
it's just that because there's so many interpretations of it, it gets so muddled. People don't know what the hell to choose. And you can't blame them. Because everybody I tell us, say, oh, no, this is what God's word is. No, this, like, look at the amount of denominations exist in Christianity alone.
Every keep telling everybody once it relates to God. What does every denomination quick to tell you? Our way is the one and true way. You should not take advice from them people there, because them people there don't know what I'm talk about. So me is the one true. My way of looking at things is the correct way, and the Walla Huno is being misguided. So you should just listen to me, no questions asked. Just listen like a good little slave. You understand me? Don't generate your own opinions. No, that is uncalled for. You don't need opinions. You just need to believe me, and that's all that matters. Just believe. No reason, you know. No questions asked. None of that. Just believe. Don't question it. Just believe. No, and I don't agree with that one. This mindset said you have to just believe wholeheartedly and don't question what I put in front of you. Marriage is anything but simple. Marriage is work.
You know, that's the most egregious thing, though, Bradshaw. The mere fact that you dare question someone, how dare you? I'm like, huh? You mean people can't quit? You mean what? Nobody
can tell you wrong.
Yo, that makes it sound like say, yo, you're 12 years old again.
Thank you.
You ask your mom, mom, can I get KFC? No, but why? I mean, one of the two things will follow this. So. You didn't get this and or drink the blood clot part of it. Or we don't have the money. What are that two? For some people, yo, if there's one thing I detest in life, especially amongst big people, when somebody talk to somebody and I try and belittle them and I say, oh, are them pitney? Who the fuck are you? You know what that people try to do that shit to me, and I have to come to have a stand up on my 2 foot and have a puff my chest and say, you want to try that? You want to say that again? Like, talk again because I'm not take me here so clearly. And people get intimidated because them know so I get pissed off. Don't talk to me like I'm not pitney man.
My kind of badness is not getting upset with people kind of badness. My kind of badness is smooth, silent, almost. I think I whisper in your ears. But that blood clot threat means something, yeah? Fuck yourself and find out. Most people tend to realize that shit a bit too late. A lot of them fuck around and never like what they found out. Such is life, my child. Welcome to being a fucking adult.
Yep.
Welcome to being a fucking adult. Yep.
And that same thing, you know, it plays into marriage as well. Your partners are there as your partner. Don't make because you have some age over them or you've experienced this for go and try to belittle them out of everything. Men and women do it a lot.
We do. Too much for one fucking good. Yes, we do. We're not gonna pretend like we don't. We do. Flying sometimes. Without nobody asking us. We just go straight off the fucking hinge. So yes, I agree with you, doctor.
Yep.
Best believe I believe it. I believe that. 1,000,000%.
It's like, yo, I've only been to a handful of weddings in my life. 3 to be exact. And those three couples are still together to this day. Are they perfect? Hell no.
Oh, the fuck.
Miserable no bump. Hey, they're miserable no ass. Sometimes I have to wonder if I'm the father. And them might be sometime.
Yeah, man.
But at the end of the day, you know, even when they're at their supposed worst, do they forget to do the basic things that made their union possible? Do they forget to do the things that made them attracted to one another? No, they don't.
People, and this comes from a married man. There will be days when you don't find your partner attractive. And I realize that is nuanced to some people because like, oh my God, yes, it's quite possible. There are days when you don't find he or she quite attractive. Maybe they're not dressed the way them used to. Maybe they're not talking in the same, sweet, loving tone of them normally dressed or, talk to you, Yeah, take it on the chin. Take it on the chin. Why? Because people go out of them way for romanticize relationships. And that, I believe, has killed or is killing the whole courtship and marriage. I mean, yes, there's more than one factor. Dumb to leave out, the internet and the overly accessibility now of people, men and women across the board, to the point that women, because them can garner attention, believe are the same thing for man. Like I say, I have friends, I'm gonna call them friends, and none of them still call me friends because technically they're single friends, and I actually feel sorry for them because when they should have, now I'm in real time watching people who should have been married that are now single and fine wine. Sorry, I know a few females well that should have been married in them mid-20s, but what? Them ride the carousel. Not saying them a ride Johnny's all over the world, but probably one out of the two. Probably both, there's one more blatant with fear and the other one that's more sneaky with fear, and this is the thing most people don't understand. And although Kevin Samuels dead and gone, R.I.P., he made a very substantial point. He said him don't understand a college-educated woman and a ratchet woman, the two outcome should not have been the same. And I really thought about that years later. When even the college chick is divorcing good men because of hypergamy, and I'm like, so that's the best she'll ever get, right? Oh, you can't say that. You don't know. She's an attractive woman. And I said, all right, pause it a second. You realize that's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of man she just Lego, right? Look upon everything that man has going for him. And look upon everything that's going for her. I'm not saying this to be a dick. I'm not saying this to be a prick. I'm just saying this because nobody seems to remember what the hell happens. So, again, more power to the rest of the idiots here. But, again, back to the conversation at hand. Yes, people. Yes. It's not easy. It wasn't meant to be easy. Marriage is daily and constant reconstituting what you originally signed up for. As long as you come at marriage with good intention, you should have no issues. Marriage is hard. Marriage is hard. I'm not going to say that to trick anybody and to lie to anybody. Marriage is difficult. Quite difficult. And I don't want anybody to believe that, you know, marriage is going to be this roller coaster, this essentially beautiful, esoteric, this love affair, this blood clot love affair of love affairs. And oh my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, he's so perfect and she's so perfect and the pum pum fat and can't believe I saw the girl fat and this man's mindset is all around fat pumps. Not focusing. Those fat pumps, the man they say. Fat pumps to the world. Not smart. Then again, you can't blame him. Well, people are hear me say that and catch getting them feelings, but can't blame him.
By any chance, Bradshaw, do you think the Tyler Perry movies are destructive to black marriages or how people perceive black marriages by any chance?
Will I say it left a negative stigma? I'd be lying if I said no. And this is coming from somebody who used to watch all of them. You know, I think which one I watched one of movies, and from that it just turned me completely off. Because for those of you who don't know me or have not seen any videos of me, I'm a dark man, more on the darker side, right? I'm not light skinned. I mean, I have handsome man, but I'm not the light skinned, rice skinned looking motherfuckers as Tyler Perry's movies, you know, portray me to be in order to be a good guy, the good, nice guy. I'm not that guy then, technically. By his standards, or by his movie standards, I'm that monster. Because most of his videos, men who resemble my complexion, they're either beaters, cheaters, abusers, in some facet of it. And most of the videos that I watch is the light-skinned dude, the soft features dude, the hard manly man, the one who actually have to go in there and get it out the mud, as them say up here. All right? He's demonized up here. That man is demonized up here, yeah? So you have an entire culture that demonize the good man, per se. So I even heard girls say, oh, all the good men that do so and so and so, why don't you occasionally pull bitches? And I'm like, huh? Why would you say such a thing? Why don't you guys occasionally just pull bitches? Just for pulling bitches' sake, if you understand what that means, doctor. I wish a nigga would department would have shut the fuck up about this. But again, I digress. Some strange reason me hit my I hate my people. I hate my people for some reason. I don't know why. I hate my own doctor. I have hatred for my own black people because I don't believe marriage should be something that you just take off of the board because man or woman now make you feel special. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I'm sorry. If this hurts certain people's feelings, I am sorry. I really am. But I'm an adult first.
This mother, you know, say there you gonna make me and him have words though. Come on, come off a mute and talk what you need to talk now. Unless of course you did have to the do and I want to know. Which would mean say you're not a virgin again for the umpteenth time on the podcast.
Confused prostitute. Humble yourself. Hear it. Hear it. You're a confused prostitute. Know yourself.
Man's a confused prostitute. I just picked that up. Alright, give me a sec. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Elias. Please, lad, don't make him play it. Yeah. Damn. I've never play a light. Could I have one? Either way? I don't think so. Yes. But I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are listening. Divorce, just like marriage, it has its use. It has its uses. I'm not saying you should be trapped in a relationship where this person is not trying to pull any weight. Not their weight, any weight. It's one thing when a person is putting out effort to show that they are. And by the way, people, financial investment in a marriage is only one part of the marriage. There's so many different parts of the marriage that, people can handle. Marriage is a partnership. You understand me? We're just not partners. Marriage is a partnership, yes. But we're not equal. Let me rephrase that. We're not equal partners in this investment, pretty much. And for those of you in the comment section who ready for jump up and grab them pitchfork, ready for come kill me, it is the truth. Get out of your fucking ego. Get out of your way. Marriage is not a 50-50 venture. I'm sorry. For those of you who feel some type of way, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The truth hurts. I get that. Moving on. It's never been a 50-50 venture. I mean, and I had to explain this to my wife. Let me ask you a question. Seems how you're a married woman, no? Right? She's like, yeah. Can I ask you a question? She said, what? I said, do you know that society, now that you're married, does not see or does not fathom that your husband can possibly make a mistake? She said, what do you mean by that? I say, all right. Look on it this way. There's a shit ton of people right now praying that I cheat on you. You believe that? What do you mean by that? I say, most people can be honest with people. People that rather die on that horse than acknowledge, say, guess what? Yes, I too have flaws, just like you. But some people rather die on that horse than to admit, so yes, I too possibly have flaws. I too may need to see God. You feel me? I too have issues.
Yeah. No need to cut your Bradshaw. Bumble. Dario, I mean. I go buy a headset. Damn near them can't talk because you're black. Don't you live right across Kingston? Aren't you a masseuse? Boy, locking in the streets in the Bradshaw.
Larry, do we have to pull your black card?
No.
Is your black card on the review, Dario? Speak up, man. Speak up now. More no. I hope not, goddammit. I would hate to have to take your black card from you, my boy.
We will do you like how CJ nearly take Vegeta Black Air Force card too.
I mean, take it back, of course, almost. But then again, they made that thing not canon. But then again, CJ and them people need to get off Vegeta's fucking back. Crying out loud.
No, but the reason why I'm Jesus Christ. Yo, there's one of the original point and say, yo, we always do this. But funny enough, you can tell when somebody is your favorite character when you always accost them. CJ is that guy. You know what? Make we left Dario's black card music. What this man just said in that probably was just disturbing. Nope.
But alright. Even so, let me tell you this. I can call a spade and don't feel anything about it. I know people who hate me now because I dared to tell them the truth about some of their favorite characters. I dare to tell them about them favorite characters, right? So people get them feelings, people have me off, have me up. Oh, them money about them don't like Superman, and this is not an anime conversation, but let's try to make a point. Cognitive dissonance is very alive and very well in nowadays. I mean, I say that for shit for nobody. It's just that I've met a few people, my question more in common fucking sense. Oh my God. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay to be wrong. I'm just saying. I mean, no people out there want to jump up and want, this on.
As someone once told me, if you can't take corrections in life, you go fall short at every turn.
Yes, you are.
Because really and truly, this is what a union is supposed to be about. You're supposed to balance out each other. Can you imagine you're in a marriage and the two are ghetto, brawling, loud, every goddamn thing.
Some people are super headstrong. You can't tell them nothing. Them gonna die on that fucking horse.
And then they're going to wonder why no one invites them out on couples dates. Because y'all don't know how to act in public, people.
Thank you very much. It's really that simple, swear. A lot of y'all don't know how to act right. And that's gonna cut and hurt some people's feelings, but that's the truth.
I mean, I can say I was like that at one point. A lot of us had some moments like that.
Yeah.
Call it a spade. But the difference between then and now is that I don't have enough energy in the world to argue with someone who I know is wrong about something. If I see that your immediate response is anger, I zone out. So I told this girl the other day in a Bradshaw, she asked if I'm arguing if she argue with me, what am I going to do? I said,
walk away.
To sit there and likely either put on my headphones or walk away. And she said, can't do that.
Really?
But when me fling something off her, I'm going to say, therein lies the problem why you can't have a man. Because your first impulse is to try to piss him off with physical abuse.
Yeah.
Really? You gotta throw something? I'm gonna say, all right, make a come and put it like this. If you're spewing bullshit, and I know it's bullshit, but you won't listen, I'm supposed to sit there and hear your ignorant shit. And then then we all know that women like to pull this card of bringing up past shit that what is not supposed to be brought up in conversations. You know, women have a very high tendency to do that, to use those cards when it's not needed.
All right. And I'm going to play devil's advocate.
All right, sure, no problem.
I've met one heap of women who also have the same problem when it comes to men.
Hey,
Some,
as I
some
said, Bradshaw, nothing wrong
understand.
with that. We are being nuanced.
Yeah, exactly. I would say, yeah, and again, this is fair. You understand me? Because
Yeah.
again, we have to look on it from both sides of the coin. Because, to be honest with you, I can see where the lower for divorce would seem. Believe me, you see, from this word has been used. Facebook has purposely been sending me divorce lawyers, custody. I am so fucking upset right now. I wish I could cancel Bumper Ass Clad Facebook. No, you know, I mean that shit. I don't believe in divorce. So why the fuck them keep sending shit to me for? Bumper Ass Clad, I'm getting really pissed off, yo. So, unlike some people, yeah, the phone does listen to you. But how many times have I told this fucking phone, I am not an advocate for divorce. Get this shit off of my shit. And I'm still sending it to my phone even now. Because it's a business. Yes, people. You've been tricked. It's a business. It takes thousands to divorce someone. But them don't tell her this shit. All them fucking evil women and evil men upon this blood clad. What tell you say? Leave your wife, leave your husband, especially leave your husband one them. Them evil pussy all there. 9 out of 10 of them normally married. But you don't hear that shit, do you? No. And forgive me if I'm getting a bit hot underneath the collar about that part here. Because half of them people who run off them stinking mouth has never been proposed to, has never been down the fucking aisle, has never had anybody who wanted to share their lives with them. But then you're going to take advice from somebody who has never gotten married?
Yep.
They go on Instagram with I mean, come on, people. Who can't buy a wedding ring, bro? Them sell. Shit. Some zirconium. Crystal zirconium sell. And it sparkles like diamonds when sunlight touch it. So again, why do we so easily influence? Because someone comes on social media and has on a wedding band and she looks like this or he looks like that. Oh my God, he looks like the real deal. Yeah, man, fresh and fit and yeah. Man have to be this and men have to. And I'm like, okay, cool. But you're not talking anything relating to fatherhood, husband. You're only talking about the provider part. Yeah, the provider aspect is all, and I have to advocate for the ladies on this thing too. If you're only good for money, Rasta, what the fuck else are you good for? Seriously, and I know, as a man, some men would have probably can't believe that it's come out of Andre mouth. Because he said those are not rock with it from day one. Again, I had to step back and really look at the way how me I look on things. At the end of the day, it takes man and woman to make this fucking thing work. You understand me? So don't get it twisted, yo. Mark, half of these conversations I've had with my wife at least once. Half of them. And she gives me her take and I give her my take. We may not agree on certain things. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm not running to the courthouse. You must be mad. Me can't do this. Me can't do that. This blood clot. Oh my God. I just noticed she's so toxic. The bomb. What?
You know, after the honeymoon period, even though I know nothing of this, I'm married yet, hopefully I am. People seem to think that it's supposed to be all sunshine and rainbows. The truth that most of humanity has forgotten is that people genuinely never wanted to be with anyone at first.
Yes.
So adjusting to someone else in your life 24/7, 7 days a week, Christmas, holidays, all of that nonsense, all their needs and wants.
Try to understand something. Marriage is more harder to do in this day and age than it was 50 years ago, 60 years ago.
Yep.
Try to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. This is supposed to be the easiest time in modern history. I mean, a lot of people are literally on a phone that's allowing us to communicate or watch each other thousands, if not millions of miles away from each other. But one click, one touch, we're literally looking at each other. People need to understand that. I'm gonna say, I hear when you have people out there who I want to fight me and fight Doctor and fight Darion, fight anybody who dares to question, dares to challenge what happened. Because I mean, I've given you all the story about that Jewish girl who, a German officer literally walked into her house, to her husband and 2 children, and he smiled at her and literally lined up her family and let her watch his soldiers shoot every one of them in their head, right in front of her. Then the man turns to his, I mean, this is technically a divorce, so for those of you who hate our guts, no, don't. The vows, yes, till death do us part. How she go about it? I mean, someone might call her dirty girl and wicked and a bitch and shit. No. And then there, people, there's one thing that supersedes love and everything else. That as humans, we will always go that direction no matter what. Does anybody know what that word is? I put that as a pop quiz, but my dear, if you ask my fellow panelists, what supersedes everything else? No matter what it is. Survival, doctor. Well, you miss hard. That was all right. Let me forgive you.
No, but I mean, it was my second thought, but then because how you put the story, I was like, what's the number one thing that women want to do in life? But yeah, me get on there, no problem.
Again, let me say ladies, I'm an advocate for y'all. Money can't sustain a marriage either. Being a provider is one aspect of a marriage, but that's not the only thing that runs a marriage. You have to learn, you have to see what kind of man you're dealing with. Is he patient with children? That's another thing most women don't think about. Is this man patient with children? Before you spread your foot, what's his views on kids? Maybe I should be taking, I don't know, contraceptives. If, you know, make sure this man always have on him condom. It's very simple. When you ask a man quick questions about kids, the truth is going to flow out of your mouth first. I would say quick questions. We're not saying you're supposed to lament and no. That's like having a quick conversation like, yo, blah, 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 blah. Yo, what do you think about the movies next week? Oh, yeah, I can make it. How do you feel about kids? Do you want any? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, no. Not right now. Maybe when I'm in my late 40s or like maybe when I'm in my 30s, you know. This man is in his 20s. Female, why are you allowing this man to fuck you raw? And this is a very helpful question. Take your feelings out of it. You just asked this man about kids. He directly told you to your face. You know what? I don't feel I am ready for children just yet. Why? And I repeat one more time. Why would you allow a man like that to hit raw? Why? Sway, why? Him tell you from the inception, I don't feel like I am ready for kids yet. And then him give you a time when him feel him ready. In his late 30s.
And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, both me and Bradshaw are aware. The ovulation cycle within women changes drastically with their age. So, if a man is waiting that long to have his kids, you know, give and take.
Yes.
By that time, she probably can't have any.
Thank you. And if she does, it's going to be a struggle for some women. You understand me? I'm not saying women over 50 can't get pregnant.
That's study came out in a Bradshaw. the amount of women that died
Yeah, in
with
child.
childbirth at certain ages, you know, and it was startling.
Mm.
So I know a lot of people might have it say, "Oh, we are not for women." Trust me, we have a number on certain things.
Oh,
And this is
he-
one of them because I
he-
have never once in a life in
I'm a
any
girl
form,
daddy.
you know.
I'm saying I'm a girl daddy until son decide to drop and join us. I'm a girl daddy. You understand me? And contrary to what you may or may not know about me, I was raised around sisters. Lots of sisters. You understand me? I was and just through them, I understand the nature of women. And for somebody who don't understand what that mean, take it at surface level. But it's through my sister them, I know they learn the nature of women. You understand me? So don't take it the wrong way. And even them tell me say, "Oh, brother man, she don't want you." I'm like, damn, like that? I'm like, no, you need to understand something. When a woman wants you, you're not fair. Ask if she wants you.
Yep.
It's in her actions, it's in the way she talk about you. Everything about you should. And I won't lie, she had a point. At one point, I had an ex who I was the one who was putting in more effort. When I finally left her bitch ass, guess what? Guess who started running me down all of a sudden?
Hey,
On the woman day, I haven't heard from you in a week or so.
who
You
no
find
regrets? Who no
hold on
regrets?
jokes, but oh, you must find woman pan me. I know that's a legitimate question. She just now gonna say it to my face. You mad? She can't give me no leverage in her head. She think this is a game, and I'll be honest with you. Men, me give you no credit when it comes to certain things. Ladies, listen, because again, I'm your advocate. I'm an advocate for women. When a man tells you up front that he ain't shit, he means it. When a man tells you up front that I don't want children, he means it. Or he's not ready, he means it. He's not confused. He's not, well, maybe if you give him some more time, maybe he'll change. No. You have to think like he's quite conscious of his answer. It's just you're the one that don't like what you are here. I thought I hurt some people's feelings. I'm gonna say it like that, but it's the truth, those way. Most people can relate to what me I say. This is not nuance. People have sense. Nothing what me I say right now has not been said way back. But now, like me say, the 50, the 60-year marriage now rough. Very fucking rough. You know why? Social media exists. Back then there was no TV. There was no gossiping channel. There was no pink wall. Not a moment. None of that never fucking exists. Cool? None of that shit exists back in the day. Cool. In our day and age now, where as quick as you hear something, it's up on social media already.
Yep.
Nothing is sacred no more, people. You don't need to try to fucking understand that shit. Nothing is sacred anymore.
You know, one thing I've grown to despise about this modern era, and I can say I'm within that age where I'm allowed to despise it.
Yeah.
People who gave us the right or the testament to judge someone's relationship. I mean, I talk about a relationship where, it just start and you're looking in from the outside. But even then, stay mind your own business. I talk about a relationship where, did it from day one.
Yep.
Struggle with each other from day one till now. Every day you wanna chat off in the mouth, bad mind the youth, bad mind the girl about them not to say they can't do this and that. Black man, shut the fuck up. Alright, honestly. Because y'all are the same ones who are praying for these people's downfall.
Yes.
But the minute one of them either commit suicide or worse, kill one another. Oh my God, I can't believe. Bitch, what? Uno didn't apply pressure for them left. So when they do it in a bang, why are you surprised?
There you go. There you go.
I know this. I know. At your point, Bradshaw, about this whole one mistake doesn't define a person in our relationship.
No, it doesn't.
I live for my bridging wife right now of 5 years, cause him graduate 1 year before me, right? From college. She did a mess with this dude up at youth. But not really in a sexual way, like she entertaining, but like him get in a female head. You know, some man just don't know how to process certain things.
Yes, boy.
Him get in a female head, yeah, man. But she's just that type of friendly person. And one day, you know, boss see her and him, and boss too close. Every time the boss was a very boy, if I think me the dark in a Bradshaw. That man was Gear 5 before Gear 5 was a thing.
Shit.
Man, and keep in mind that this man's a tracksman, Pantapite, you know. Him no, you know, bulky, you know, but you can see the compactness of the man's body.
Yeah.
This man punched the man daylight so quick and fast on the tough people, them you take concrete.
Wow.
Did I intervene? What? I was too shocked for come and say what happened. Me I like my brain slow down a little bit. Like, hold on, what the freak just happened a while ago?
So we can't marry. So no, me want to know why bossy got a route there. Me understand say a man a walk with a woman.
No, alright. The same thing is college has this way of spreading misinformation.
Wow.
And when the information comes to you now from somewhat different sources, you don't know what to believe. So the first thing come to your mind now, especially in a film case, because keep in mind now, our youth, he's very intelligent, you know. But see, when it comes to the people that want to care about, the man very, 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 very protective. Live for say, man rob this man's sister and the man hunt down such man and give him a beating when he would never forget Bradshaw. I swear to you. It's a youth where you cross him and he will probably come and laugh here. But in family, people don't care what. Man say step on that bullshit.
I mean, nothing wrong with that because I'm also about that life. So let me explain, people. I'm not the type to go around and fuck with people. Anybody who know me is supposed to know that by now. I tend to stay by myself. Like right now, for example, while doing this podcast, I'm normally by myself. I'm not around my wife, not around anybody really. I'm normally by myself. It's not that I can't have people around me. It's just that the level of the conversation, most people can't understand it. Let alone can't believe say, the words that are coming are the way I'm articulating myself. And can't believe they come out of Andre mouth because oh my God, because people's perception of me is one way. It's always been one way, you know. So some people rather die on that horse, on that hill, than look for me any other way. So this is why I'm just leave certain conversations alone. I'm just call people certain things and just leave it at that. Like them say, oh, there's an old saying. Them say, oh, you are, and the funny thing is that DMX me here say it's a dead man, right? DMX say him don't say why people get upset and people do them things. Him say only a fool will look at a snake and hope that he doesn't, eventually bite him. Or, a scorpion stinging him. Him say him find them people beyond naive, him call them crazy. So immediately everybody asks why him take them stance there. Him say because only a fool would expect a scorpion to not bite him like the same thing about what we are talking about. So take people as what them put themselves as. We as a people always try to see the good in people. whether we like it or not, we always try to go that route because in our head, maybe them just need, help. Maybe them just need somebody to listen to them. Maybe if I just give them that extra attention, eventually they will just change. They'll be good. I know they will.
And hey, take this as a grain of salt, enough people. We aren't judging anyone of you. I remember when I was like that. Even though I still want to see the good in people, but I just can't anymore. One of my closest female friends did ask me why. And I said to her in no uncertain terms, and I was very tearful about it. I was like, you know the feeling of being betrayed by everything or anyone you ever thought was really your friend?
Yeah.
And then when you show them what you truly are, they have the nerve to call you a monster.
Of course.
And she sat there for a while. And she just pondered what I say. I think about it as people. I don't genuinely look or go looking for trouble or intimidated. Hell, out of everybody on this podcast, I can probably say I'm one of the biggest suckers for some romantic bullshit, even though I know that shit makes no sense. But just the thought of it, just, that's probably just the kid in me at heart. But the reality of life is that people are so fucked up that they will use their own toxic behavior and paint you as the villain.
Mm-hmm.
And for see people who you thought knew you, but take for them side. But man, I have seen some shit in my life. So even to this day, it still puzzles me.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then them same people are trying to come slide back in your DMs and I come talk about, yo, what go on? You don't answer your phone no more.
Of course not. You fucked me over. That's kind of a no-brainer, sir.
Yo, sometimes, you ever get that feeling when you're just so flabbergasted or something, you just ignore it, you just left it alone.
We're supposed to be good after you disrespected me, Sway? The fuck?
Oh yeah, take it on the chin. I'll recover. Oh yeah, I'll recover.
Fuck yourself. Man, I should have mean. I think I'll go fuck yourself. Up and down too.
You tell people, say, yo, I give people the benefit of the doubt and the type of person they be, but I have already figured out what they are. Figure out exactly the type of person they be. And hey, it is fine being a piece of shit because everybody can't be a good person. Because if everybody is good, something wrong.
Yep.
The problem comes when you're a piece of shit pretending to be a saint.
Yeah.
You have a problem. We gonna have a problem.
Yes, problem. To me, also, I agree with that one day. I hate the self-righteous hypocrite. You understand me? And that's what you are called if you fall into that category. You're a self-righteous hypocrite. The word, I know it sounds long and big, but it's self-explanatory. Mm-hmm. Self-righteous. You think you are so righteous. You're holier than thou. This is the person that goes to the nightclub Saturday, a kin cat and a banner and a gyrate the ass and he might climb up on them money like climb up on the building and a dagger and him jump off of this with her and I'm like, wow. Yeah. Him believes him a decent somebody. And how dare you? How dare you, right? How dare you make him feel less than? Huh? Who the fuck is you? Okay, and this man goes to church every Sunday or every Saturday, depending on whichever denomination, whatever, But he goes to church, avid church goer. But on Saturday night, them man in the club and them out every ears wax him can't get near.
Yep. I understand. And understand something. We're not saying that people can't enjoy their lives, but there are certain things that if you're going to do it, you need to be honest with yourself about it. I'm not saying that you can't do these things and not go to church, but you have to understand yourself. You can't lie to yourself and talk about, yo, I believe in the word God, blah, 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 and yet still, first thing out of your mouth Monday morning, but God, 6:30 already.
Yep, I can forget where you just say at church. That to me is a huge problem. I don't know why.
Like, you know why I can openly say this? Because I was doing the same shit once. Going to church every Sunday. Sunday left. Biggest of things that come out of my mouth. And I have to check myself and have a real conversation with God one day, you know. I asked him, so yo, why is it that I behave this way? Because this isn't how I was raised.
Thank you.
I realized, so, yo, I was just following the crowd.
Yep.
Following the energy. Yeah, man, because it was the hip thing to say. Pretend like say, yo, you're about that gangster life.
Yep.
Really and truly, what was gangster about me? Just some nerdy ass kid. Trying to go through life on the traumas that were begotten to me, unfortunately.
You see, one thing I've learned over the years, ladies and gentlemen, and someone who gonna look and probably think, say, I just talk because I can. Probably I am. Who's to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can say this.
Mm-hmm.
Through the years of being on this rock call itself Earth, I've seen some shit. Oh, have I ever seen some shit? You understand me? But I've never seen a situation where destroying a family or destroying a unity that could possibly stand the test of time was blindsided by quote unquote religion. Some people, that's a hard pill to swallow. Such is life. And I can understand that. I might not like that, but I can understand that. I wish everybody well. Who think like this. Life gone rough for someone. Real talk.
It done rough on them, you know.
You understand that rough and a whole heap on more. If I had more context to this shit, life gonna be a bitch, whether you like it or not. I wish no fun well because no fun I honestly believe say when you can wheel and deal in a way out of bomba fuckery. Life gonna teach very quickly, and it's not that simple, Sway. It really isn't. Really isn't that simple. Then you have a whole generation who don't understand themselves. But you want good. You want what you want. You deserve what you want, right? You deserve it. You're a good girl. You deserve it, right? Wish everybody well. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially when you've been raised to believe that working hard your entire life, picking up the slack, suffer through, go through college, all of that good shit, right? Fuck up, so you go through all of that, just with the end result being the same as a hood rat chick. You hear me? And it's funny to the hood rat chicks then, because the girl with a big degree and the girl who goes college for 12 years, even go as far as doctorate level. Can't find a man just like me who would have sucked cocky and I broke it off in a high school and when we should have taken yeah. I always wondered how we reach here, so I used to think the girls that will go to college and Ray got more substantial and more, you know, realistic relationships. Not this bullshit. Yeah, I used to think that. And when I'm gonna come up here and start realize that even the brilliant chicks, them I behave like the local hood rat bitch them.
Yep.
Everybody, I'm not and back you, ladies, don't take it the wrong way. I'm not talking about you. I really am not talking about this is not you. This is not a you thing. You know, if you're not a hood rat, if you know say now fling a box all over the universe, let me say fling it no love. Me now say, let me tell you something. Me have more respect for a woman who sell pussy than a woman who pretends that she does a fuck indiscriminately. Respect the whore more than respect the prostitute more than I respect the whore. And yes, by society standard, they're both whores. But the problem is this: the one who thinks she's a fucking dignified woman, she are the one I'm afraid of, cause she propagates this bullshit to young girls that you can be fucking down the universe and still be treated as a lady. No. Stop that shit. And I'm saying this out of love. Stop doing this to our women. Oh my God. Do you know how heartbreaking to see when you see kids, girl barely even reach 20 and run down on the surgical knife to look like a fucking dolly. So she can open or start her OnlyFans so she can be financially secured by the time she's 24. So she's going to ruin herself within 5 years to be financially successful. Enough of them don't reach the 25-year mark. Yeah, OnlyFans trick. Yeah, it's been exposed. Most of them girls that you see on that site don't make not even quarter, let alone half. Not even half of the quarter kind of money how the way the other, some of them hype up themselves. Because people don't understand, you know, PR is needed. Propaganda helps to push the product. So when OnlyFans came out and said, oh, sorry, that word is triggering for some people. I hope I'm going to get in trouble, but yeah. When OFE come out, right, OF advertised to certain people. Even that girl, Catch Me Outside girl, she went on OF, according to OF, and made over $1 million in a day. She's not famous. She's pseudo famous. Name says pseudo. She's very forgettable in my eye. I'm sorry. Very forgettable in my eyes. So I'm sorry for those who feel some type of way about that. But she's quite forgettable in my eyes. I did not see the hype over her back then. Still not see it now. You know.
I mean,
I'm gonna catch me outside, bitch. I'm just saying, if anybody catch her outside, she get her ass pop. This thing is less than a buck 20.
I mean, as my geography teacher once told me, you know, if you as a man find every single woman you want something wrong, I like shit at them.
No,
there's nothing wrong with admiring an attractive woman, and every man has his preference.
Yeah.
But every woman you will see with fear, yeah, nigga, you have problems. You have serious problems.
Yeah. By the way, people, try to understand something. This is not being said to hurt anybody's feelings. All of this is being said as a learning tool for you to analyze, life on a decision makings. Again, I'm not God. I'm just a guy on YouTube who had some good life experience, was raised traditionally, and is also married, and would love to see his black race, not just Jamaicans, not just Black American, my black race unite, like how the Africans are uniting right now. But I would like us to be united the correct way. You understand me? So yeah, I have to speak up because there's so many lost souls out there who really don't have this kind of information. We've never been blessed, unfortunately, like myself, to have real men growing up around me. You understand me? And people have this misconception. Real doesn't mean perfect. Dr. Malcolm Luther King, he was a real one. Was he fucking white bitches? That's still left to be said. But what? Does that diminish from what he has done for his race? No. But then you have people out there that would quick to jump and point at that and say, you see, he's just a whore. And you're supporting a whore. And I'm like, so what? So what?
I feel I remember one time with this, but they say, yo, why should I care about a man's sexual exploits if he's solving every disease known to man? I literally asked someone, say, yo, if a man is a whore and him solve every crime of scientific nature and cures cancer and all that shit, are you going to care?
Can I ask a question? We say, all right, question. How many people care that Bill Gates has over like 14 or 19 children? How many people care that Bill Gates has been hoeing it up for some time now? How many people truly care? Does anybody even care that Bill Gates just is a fuck, and there's no guarantees that all 19 of them children they came from that woman that divorced him? No, they did not. So Bill was slinging iron before him and that chick married. She did not have all those fucking kids, and we all know that. You understand me?
Because it's hyper unrealistic for one woman's womb to have 19 kids.
I'm surprised. Why you in a circle?
No, you're supposed to come let me know you were here.
Yeah.
Because I had your shit.
But you had the charger head. Anyways.
It's hyper unrealistic. 19 kids from one.
No, so when I plugged it into 3 different chargers today, it went way up.
Maybe it's on
it could also be loose connection and the thing.
Could be also. All right, well, anywho. Kind of make this. Yeah, we'll talk. But anyways, where was I again before I got distracted?
No, man, I say, yo, if one woman have 19 pitney from one womb, that's unrealistic, fam.
Well, I know. Elon Musk have, I think, like 9 children or 8 children. Why isn't he a whore? Yeah, but society. Hold on. But society don't brand him a whore. That's the fuckery me I realize.
But
yeah, but what I know, these people are nerds, right? They're nerds, right?
Are they really?
But they're quote unquote high value men, right? Right? Cocky discipline comes with a high value, though. Right? Right? That in itself is an issue. People, don't misunderstand. I'm not saying these men's values aren't intricate to the point where society might actually go under if a good portion of the technology is not, taken care of. So yes, on that front, yes, they are high value. But if a man they have more than 2 baby mother, no. I would even say baby mother, wives, ex-wives. For one, them man shouldn't even go around and fuck down the place. So, like Nick Cannon, for example. Nick Cannon is no high value man. When I said that's because
Cannon is trash.
But this is not a bashing Nick Cannon thing and praising.
On the context of everybody I can run off them more about the man. But man, this man has allowed society to trash him so much that he actually believes the bullshit. And that shit is sad.
Yeah.
I remember when people demonized me, how dare he? How could he do this to Mariah Carey? I'm like, huh? You mean the same bitch when I run off her mouth, but Eminem have to put her in her place twice?
And the funny thing is, Nick Cannon actually made a diss track to Eminem. He actually made a diss track.
And you learn real quick what happens when people do that shit. It doesn't then pretty. Boss, they have to be in a cold water for about a month.
Eminem was going to rip him a new one, and then I think M was like, you know what?
You're not even worth it.
No. Nobody even know who the hell Nick Cannon is. Me, I give you a platform right now. Hell no. I'm saying hell no. I'm like, well, I understand you, my boy. I can see why I would say hell no too. But there's also a demographic of people who honestly believe that they're good people.
You know,
Cocky.
I cannot breathe. Nick Cannon. Okay. What's the topic so that I'm not off?
And this is why. Listen. Anyways, I am not an advocate for, you know, lack of cocky discipline. I'll never be that guy. I don't know how to be that guy. I don't know how people do them things to themselves. They turn around and ball and play, oh, life no fair. I never do nothing for deserve this. What am I do for deserve this? That's a lot. I would never do that. I don't know how some man do that shit to themselves because essentially you're lying. You're lying to yourself, my boy. Never, I would never do that to my damn self. I don't know how people do it. So, yeah. Divorce. And by the way, Elon Musk and Bill Gates are divorced. Their wives left them. Yeah. Does the world stop now? No. Try if you understand something. Marriage is not easy. Marriage will never be easy.
And it is not for everybody.
Play this, don't worry. Play this, what the fight? Play this, if I can try hit me with this.
What's that?
But then forget, see, remember what the whole forget saying you play it? Play it, what laugh us off. Oh my God, I was confident. But anywho, divorce is not something that should be on the table, but again, know what you're getting yourself into. And that goes to the men too. Yep. Gentlemen, know what you're getting yourself into. Take time to know her. It's not an overnight thing. And I've repeated that line countless times on this podcast. And then again, that's a unisex.
Again, how long y'all been together?
Take time to know it's not overnight thing. People want it to be an overnight thing. People want it to be easy. Shit. Who doesn't like easy? But it's not ever going to be easy because this is a completely different person. You understand me? People get up in the morning, the way them look on things change. The way them view things change.
Even being married, y'all might die still not knowing each other.
Yeah, exactly. Hello.
You've been married for 30 years and you could die not knowing each other still.
I made mention of Kelly's. Kelly's, that's Nas's ex-wife, and how she lived that couple marriage with Nas, and It was basically sex, mostly sex, carnal marriage. Carnal marriage, which is, and this is for those who believe that, as long as the two of them have great sex chemistry or great chemistry, that's all that matters. Nas and Kelly's were together for almost 20 years, 2 decades. That's a long time to be with someone, eh? And when the question was asked, what do you like about your husband? Outside of him penis, she said she don't know nothing real about him. Did you hear what I just said, ladies and gentlemen? Outside of him hood, she don't really know nothing about her husband. How do you explain that shit to a doctor, a child? Then explain that you got married because the dick was fire. That's it. That's all you really get out of this marriage. It's probably, a few, and I guess this is the thing I mash up most of them young girl here. Kelly's was living the luxury life off of Nas. Fine. Nas know that. But Nas was okay with that. Nas could afford that. The men them with them I look upon nowadays can't afford that. So she became a lived-in prostitute. Yes. Because that's all she could have offered the man. Pussy. I'm gonna say that not to hurt any ladies' mindset or any feeling away, but isn't high cost. Just crazy. Yeah, so come. What? Yes, I did. Marriage is not something that you should run into. Marriage takes time. Marriage takes effort, patience, whole lot of patience. So much patience. Oh, believe me, I will stress that word so hard if I need to. Marriage is a lot of patience. Remember, you're dealing with someone else, which means they have a different way of interpreting things. You understand me? Sometimes my wife calls me and cries. Do I want to hear her cry? No. Do I have to stay there and be a support system? Yes. Do I want to? No. But do I have to? Yes. Marriage is service. Marriage is duty. Once you have that in your head, and the person who you're getting married to also looks at it the same way, you will be in a good functioning marriage. Because marriage, in essence, is service. Thank you. Yeah. Marriage is service, ladies and gentlemen. Marriage is service. Once you get that through your head, yeah. A marriage is service. Once you get that down, you can't go wrong. Like the person can't do no wrong. Because why? You understand you both have a job to fucking do. It's a job. It's a fucking job. The only difference is, where your other, your other, partner. We're not equal partners. Hell the fuck no. But you're a partner. Yes, it's an unfair partnership. Yes. Because unless you are gonna run out in front, hello. Miss me quicker. for running our road, for grab and try to save my wife or my daughter, then my wife run out our road to save me or my daughter. Not saying she would run out, probably, but I'm quicker, instinctively, more quick for dive in front of moving vehicle for push my child out of the road. I'm willing to die for mine. Service, the ultimate sacrifice, the ultimate act of service. Yes, people, you can't go wrong if you approach marriage. So you cannot divorce. It serves its purpose. I don't believe in being with an unevenly yoked people per se. You don't have to have, like, I believe if you can't find 5, well, that's a 4, given certain circumstances, but if you have like 5 core moral or principles. Morals are principles that align. And that's perfectly. They need to align. Eventually, through time, getting to know the person, they will align more and more and more until they're almost, if not perfect. If not, almost. I'm still not going to say perfect because you're human. You might get up this morning and you don't feel like talk to no fucking body. You don't feel like you can't stand up with soul. It's okay. Shit. I'd be lying if I said I never wish sometime a boss would have hit my wife. Do I mean it? Hell no. But at that point in time, how I was feeling, yes, hell damn right I wanted to hit her. Do I mean it? Hell no. But what? To act like you that chain of thought can't come on your head? Yeah, no. Stop lying to yourself. And if you think you're above that, don't get married. If you're above them things there, don't get married. I'm gonna mean that. Don't waste your time. Don't waste people them time. Don't waste people them girl picking them time and energy. Don't waste people them son time and energy. At the end of the day, people. And by the way, that's the next thing too. Marriage is service, and it's service with a smile. Get that through the fucking head. Marriage is not just service, it's service with a smile. Your goal is to keep the client happy. The goal didn't say you're supposed to broke yourself. Oh my God, I can't get this result. Oh my God, she's gonna be so the fuck that. No, not you're not a slave. But your intention, your innate intention is to keep the customer satisfied. Maybe not happy is the right word. Satisfied. That satisfactory level. You understand me? The perfection. You now broke the world and oh my God, we can't afford this and she's this and she's that and oh my God and this and that and devil knows what. You understand me? None of that crap. Male or female? Male or female? Yeah, most of the same there this whole time. But yeah, the mindset has to change. You can't step into marriage. This is why I'm so much against divorce. Because if you do the due diligence when getting to know this person, not this fat body tickers, no. Not this big lip because she can suck a hood, no. Not this big, long, cocky, 6 foot odd, broad shoulders, muscular sound bitch. No. That's all I know what to say. Yeah. Let go of that, please. Honestly, let go of a human being like that. You're bound to have problems. You're bound to have problems because one, if you think he is fine, guess what? Some other chick thinks he is fine. Guess what? Competition ensues. Again, service. Once y'all have them core values down from day one, there should be no argument. There should be no, I don't like that girl that's looked at you for. No, and this is why I don't get jealous when dudes approach my wife.
We'll see.
No.
I wouldn't.
No, I'm grown. No, believe me, I'm grown.
I believe you don't.
I'm not. But even one, my wife respect me enough for that. Even if him approach, she gonna tell him immediately, "Oh, I'm here with my husband." Your husband? Hey. Oh my God.
And your point is what?
No. Oh my
She'll just
God.
walk away then, right?
Yeah. No, but if I'm there, she acknowledged me for my presence.
Of
And
course.
hey, oh my God. Oh, I did not know. I thought you were her brother. Like, wow. Do this way. But even so, even if he goes out, maybe I try to polish it off a walkway. I don't get upset. Me and I laugh about it after I walk away. We laugh about it. We don't have time for that. Again, my wife, if not, so can be secure enough that them can lock me in a room with 30 naked, half-naked women. Let's say half-naked young women, freaky bitches. Let's go down and then say I'm locked in there, food and everything is provided. And I can be there. We can play a game. Them can decide